Psychology of people who celebrate Valentine's Day. February 14th is right around the corner, and millions of people are already thinking about the perfect gift for their partners. But while you're obsessing over whether to get roses or chocolates, or stressing about writing the perfect card, do you know you're responding to one of the most fascinating psychological patterns humans have? And the psychology behind why we celebrate it reveals something beautiful about human nature that most people never stop to think about. Hey, welcome to another pep talk session on Psychology with Gary. If you're new here, this is where we explore the fascinating psychology behind everyday life without the boring textbook stuff. I cover everything from why we fall in love to why we make the decisions we do, and today's video is for both the romantics already planning their Valentine's surprise and anyone curious about why this one day matters so much to so many people. Before we get into it, if you enjoy these psychology conversations, hit that subscribe button and turn on the bell so you don't miss future episodes. Alright, let's begin. So let's start with a quick bit of history because it actually matters. Valentine's Day traces back to ancient Rome, where there was this priest named Valentine who apparently performed secret marriages for soldiers who weren't allowed to marry. When he was caught, he was executed on February 14th. Centuries later, the day became associated with romantic love, and by the Middle Ages, people were exchanging handwritten notes and tokens of affection. Fast forward to today, and we've got this massive cultural phenomenon. But the psychology behind why we celebrate hasn't changed much at all. Humans are meaning-making creatures. We take ordinary moments and turn them into something significant through ritual and intention. Valentine's Day gives us permission to do something we actually crave deeply but often feel awkward about. Explicitly celebrating love and connection. Think about it. In our normal daily routines, we get caught up in work deadlines, household chores, paying bills, scrolling through our phones. Life gets busy and messy, and the people we love the most sometimes become background noise. Valentine's Day hits the pause button. It creates a designated moment where celebrating your relationship isn't just allowed, it's expected. Psychologists talk about something called positive relationship maintenance behaviors, which is just a fancy way of saying the things we do to keep our relationships healthy and strong. Expressing appreciation, doing thoughtful gestures, creating shared experiences. These behaviors are absolutely crucial for relationship satisfaction, but here's the problem: we're not great at doing them consistently. We get comfortable. We assume our partners know we love them. We forget to say it out loud or show it in tangible ways. Valentine's Day essentially forces us back into those positive behaviors, and research shows that actually works. Studies on relationship satisfaction reveal that couples who engage in planned romantic gestures and celebrations report feeling more connected and appreciated. It's not because the specific day is magical. It's because the intention behind it matters. When your partner goes out of their way to plan something special, your brain registers that as effort and care. That recognition strengthens your emotional bond. There's also something psychologists call capitalization, which is the process of sharing positive experiences with someone you care about. When you celebrate Valentine's Day together, you're not just having dinner or exchanging gifts. You're creating a shared positive memory that becomes part of your relationship story. Years from now, you'll look back and remember that Valentine's when we tried that new restaurant, or when you surprised me with tickets to that concert. These memories become the foundation of your relationship narrative, and that narrative shapes how you view your partnership going forward. Let's talk about gift giving because there's real psychology at play here. When you carefully select a gift for your partner, your brain is doing complex emotional and cognitive work. You're thinking about what they like, what would make them happy, what shows you've been paying attention. That process itself is an act of love. Gift giving activates the same neural pathways associated with social bonding and empathy. You're literally training your brain to think about your partner's needs and desires, which strengthens your emotional connection. And when you receive a thoughtful gift, something interesting happens. Your brain releases oxytocin, sometimes called the bonding hormone. This is the same chemical that floods your system when you hug someone you love or spend quality time together. So that Valentine's gift isn't just a physical object. It's a trigger for neurochemical bonding that reinforces your attachment to your partner. Here's another layer that makes Valentine's Day psychologically powerful. It taps into our deep need for reciprocity in relationships. Humans are hardwired for fairness and mutual exchange. When your partner does something thoughtful for you, you naturally want to reciprocate. Valentine's Day creates a structured opportunity for that reciprocal expression of care. You're both investing in the relationship at the same time, which creates a sense of balance and mutual appreciation. There's also something beautiful about how Valentine's Day democratizes romance. You don't need to be wealthy or incredibly creative to participate. A handwritten card, a home-cooked meal, even just intentional quality time together. These things cost little to nothing, but they carry enormous emotional weight. The holiday reminds us that love isn't about grand gestures or expensive displays. It's about showing up, being present, and making someone feel valued. Psychologists who study long-term relationships have found that successful couples share one key trait: they continuously choose each other. Valentine's Day is essentially a formalized version of that choice. You're saying, out of everyone in the world, I choose to celebrate this day with you. You matter to me. That explicit choice, even when it's wrapped up in cultural tradition and chocolate hearts, reinforces the foundation of your relationship. So when you break it all down, celebrating Valentine's Day isn't about blindly following a commercial holiday. It's about responding to a deeply human need to express love, create meaningful rituals, and strengthen the bonds that make life worth living. Whether you're planning an elaborate date or simply spending quiet time together, you're engaging in relationship-building behaviors that psychology tells us actually work. So this Valentine's Day, however you choose to celebrate, know that you're not just going through the motions. You're participating in a ritual that connects you to centuries of human behavior around love and connection, and you're actively strengthening one of the most important relationships in your life. If this gave you a new perspective on Valentine's Day, hit that like button and share this with someone you care about. Drop a comment and let me know how you're celebrating this year. And if you want more psychology content that makes you think, subscribe and join the Pep Talk community. Thanks for being here, and I'll catch you in the next session.